Let's get lucky.
Like it or not, 18-year-olds dropped with a whole heck of a lot of money in there. Boy, yeah. I tell you, it changes people, Donnie, and it's a new reality that we better get used to in college football, because look at the kid from UCLA, former Tennessee quarterback, making millions of dollars. You really think he cares? They got absolutely embarrassed and trounced.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
The Dallas Cowboys losing that pass rush, losing another big impact player on the defensive side, all this does is make me like Dak Prescott more and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens more, because what we talked about all offseason, right, Matt, which is, hey, when Dak is healthy, he is a top 5 fantasy quarterback, and the defense we think is okay, but we think they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. Now I definitely think there's going to be a lot more shootouts.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
So game one, I already made a mistake. I put my touchdown prop bets in hours ago. When you and I started talking before kickoff, I got so excited and I bet him again without even thinking that I already did it.
I
was like, yeah, Jalen Hurts. And then I was like, wait, I think I already did this. And I scrolled down. I was like, yeah, you already did do this. And I was like, that's okay. That's okay.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Just counting how many times on first down to start a drive, we'll use that, the Vikings have run. I think it's every single drive. Run. Let me check one more here. Scott and Gabe. Let me check a little NFL football. 10-yard penalty. Incompletion. They had one. At least one of the drives anyway. But for the most part, you get our point. It's been run on first down. A lot of times run on second down. Except for the field goal before the end of the first half, which obviously they weren't going to run there. Otherwise, it's basically been all run.
And here's another sack, Scott. Like, you can call JJ out, but he's getting lit up. The Bears are beating the Vikings O-line, like just point blank. He doesn't have a lot of time to pass. Like, look at his last play. He drops back and he's got a bear in his face. He's got sacked again. We'll let you know who it is. Now they're in a third. Now was another man. This is sloppy for them. The old line can't get off. They're playing. They're false starts. Now they're at 3rd and 18. They were going to throw on 3rd and 13. Can they throw on 3rd and 18 here now? I tell you what, though, if they punt here, the Bears score, this total really could start to get going here a bit. You know what I mean? It's sort of, it's flirting with the pace right now. JJ was calling for the ball, and the center didn't get it to him here, Scott. Like I said, it's a team collective effort. It's like JJ is bad, and now it's everybody's bad. Like it's like a domino effect. Like the offensive line is just falling apart now. 3rd and 18.
Yeah, I see him calling for the play. Like, he's calling for it. It is not snapping. So something's not right there. Whether he's had the wrong count or the wrong whatever, but he's clapping like he's at a rock concert. And he's not getting
like, give me the ball. Hot. He's
like, let's go. I mean, hello? Anybody home? And they lost some more yards on 3rd down. Now it's 4th and 20. Yikes.
Wow. This is blowing up on them. This is a disaster for the Minnesota Vikings. Again, prime time. They just get their ass handed to them. We saw this against Detroit. We saw it against the Rams after in the playoffs. So they're not prepared. It's funny. O'Connell, the QB whisperer, so to speak, great quarterback coach, but his teams aren't ready to play in a lot of these big games. So the Bears will get the ball on their own 40-yard line right now. And really, still, guys, the Bears offense only has one touchdown in this game. Like, it's not like the Bears offense has done very much. That's it.
Yeah. First drive. That's it. I mean, realistically, they could have 3 more points if they would have kicked the field goal. But other than that, 10 points.
Yes, I don't want to hear Ben Johnson's genius, Scott. Oh, Ben Johnson. Yeah. Well, whatever. You scored 1 touchdown. Like, you know what I mean? Got to pick 6. He scored 1 touchdown.
Need 100 more yards passing out of Caleb Williams, too. He's got 112, so just over 100. I would think he'd be throwing the ball here a little bit, right? Not just handing the ball off. Because Swift hasn't done anything. They've only run for 60 yards, and half of that has been Williams scrambles. Otherwise,
This
they've
game
run
is a
for
prop killer.
28 yards. Yeah, this really is. After, like, you knew what was going to happen. Last night was great, right? And you just knew the pendulum was going to flip. You weren't going to have two great prop days in a row. It just doesn't happen. Boys in Vegas don't allow it.
Like nobody.
No.
But the whole thing is, it's not like, oh yeah, but at least it was an under the radar guy or something. Nobody has numbers here. Nobody. Right? Caleb's 13 and 19 for 112 yards, 0 touchdowns. He's rushed for 32 yards. DeAndre Swift's got 9 carries for 22 yards. DJ Moore has 2 catches for 35 yards. Ndunze's got 16 yards. My boy Jalen Naylor, 1 catch, 28 yards. Jordan Mason, 1 catch, 7 yards. Oliver, 5 yards. Hawkinson, 4 yards. Jefferson, 1 catch, 4 yards.
Wow.
Aaron Jones, 5 carries, 8 yards. 5 carries, 8 yards.
Think of what would have been the odds of, imagine playing someone in fantasy and they got Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, right? And you're facing that team and you're thinking, that's it. I have no shot. I'm not even going to watch team, baby. I lose, right? Meanwhile, Jamar Chase,
you took 1 catch for 4 yards.
Yeah, he's got 1 for 4, and Chase had 2 for 25 yards, 26 yards yesterday. I mean, go figure.
Wow.
And then Loveland, 1 reception for 8 yards as well, the first round pick. But yeah, can you imagine having those 2 guys on your fantasy team or facing a team? It's tough.
We're getting nothing. Nothing from anybody. I could see the Bears running the ball here. They got an 11-point lead. Minnesota's offense isn't doing anything. I'm not saying they won't pass it all. We'll see if Ben Johnson goes for the dagger here and tries to get that, really, stretch the game. It's an 11-point game, 2-score game right now. But if I'm Chicago, the way Minnesota and the way listen, we can criticize Minnesota a lot, and rightfully so. But Chicago's defense is playing well, Scott. We got to give them credit. I mean, like a lot of these sacks are not McCarthy's fault. Like the line is getting beat up.
Yeah. I wish they gave you, they give you props on who's going to make a catch on a drive, but they don't give you the ability to say no. I mean, I'm sure the number would be huge, but if you were able to put them in a parlay, like I'm looking at Bears 8th drive, who can make a catch, or Vikings 9th drive, who's going to make a catch. If you had a bunch of no abilities, I'd be doing that. That is for sure right now. So,
and 0 sacks for the Vikings for your prop. Your Bear angle was good. You're getting a lot of, the Bears have 3 sacks in this game. But the Vikings, like I said, that's amazing that none of your guys, you had all these guys, and somehow the other ones get the sacks.
Yeah. Vikings team totals down to 14.5.
Which is pretty much the same thing. So what's, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? 8, 14.5.
Yeah, you need 9 points. So
I don't like it as much. I really would have liked to get 3 on that last drive, even. You know what I mean? That was a killer there. Not that we can't, but this is rough. We'll see how quickly this drive happens for the Bears here. Well, Caleb, big play down the field. Is that to Moore? Yeah, that's to Moore, Scott. I think we might have just gotten, I think we just hit the 57.5. I think we might actually have a win. Oh, God, you can't make this up. He's at 57.
No. Oh, yeah, he's at 57. I'm looking at they're giving us 69.5. I'm thinking he's at 69. Oh, he's at 57. Oh.
So he needs one more catch, essentially.
He needs one more catch.
Still after that, one more.
I mean, we got a lot of time left, but just go 1 more yard and we can cash our ticket. You not even have to worry about it, really. So,
let's see. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it was sort of, he didn't have a choice. He caught it at the sidelines. He sort of stumbled out of bounds after. But yeah, so he's at 57 right now. Caleb statistically is having somewhat of a nice game. Yeah. Listen, he's having a winning game, but he's not having a flashy game. 15 to 21, $131, but he hasn't turned the ball over, right? So it's efficient. They're winning the football game right now. We'll see if they put some points on the board here.
It's not Detroit Lions from last year, but and again, if we get the Bears to score. I know that doesn't help your Minnesota ticket, but it would just lead more towards, JJ throwing the football if he can. But I would think sooner or later the Bears would play a little prevent defense. get him within that 65, 70-yard number of his actual, 140 that we have in that basically. I think that's actually a pretty good bet still. I know he hasn't played
I just want the ball back.
I think that's a good bet.
I just want the damn ball back, right? I mean, let's get an opportunity to do something. We'll see if the Vikings defense can make a couple of plays. Like I said, even the Vikings defense has been good in this game. Like the offense has been bad. The defense has been good. Let's call it off what it is. I guess it's the way it's supposed to be with an NFC North, right? Bettings change everything, Scott, and props and fantasy. This is the way the Bears and Vikings used to play 60 years ago.
This was it. The black and blue division, right? This basically was your score, 21-17, something like that. So, Bears.
They got them off the field.
Oh, they got them off the field. That's what I was going to say. The Bears are favored by less than what they're leading, but that's fine. I won't come it up.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. I want this to be the place that people come to. There is going to be an energy to game time decisions that you will feel night in and night out. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune in to Game Time Decisions weekdays on SportsGrid.
This is the moment every fan waits for. The countdown's over. The road to kickoff has begun.
Play is here to stay.
I'm not going to name names, Kevin.
From win totals to player props, from division races to MVP debates, we've got eyes on every camp and data feeding 24/7, breaking down every angle across the league. Every pick, every edge, every line that matters. SportsGrid. Your road to kickoff starts now.
Did you know sportsbooks tend to draw up tighter bet lines for events that get even more bettors, like championship games or major matchups? My tip? Try betting on less popular sports. You might have a better shot at beating those odds. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
All right, welcome back in-game live game day here on the grid. Scott and Gabe, little Monday Night Football. Do have a few baseball games, a bunch of finals. I'll just rattle them all for you. Phillies, as we talked about earlier, did beat the Mets 1-0, so all but clinched the NL East, really. They needed to sweep, the Mets did. Braves 4-1 over the Cubbies, as the Cubs continue to show that they're not really serious contenders. For those that bet at Nationals, 15-7 over the Marlins. You got the Guardians against the Royals, 10-2. Cleveland ends up winning, losing a no-hitter in the 8th inning. Dodgers just underway. Black cloud play over 5.5 runs for LA. We like that. They're batting bottom of, actually it just started top of the first inning. So Giants did score too. I was going to say, Gabe, but looks like after losing 2 in a row to St. Louis, they're 11-1 run, 12-1 run, whatever it was. Got them, I think as close as 4, but they're kind of coming back to the pack. So they're kind of blowing it there. And Texas, big series against the Brewers as far as Texas is concerned. 5-0 they lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. So little baseball recap. Did you do anything today with the end of this stuff?
Just the Dodger game. I got in on the Dodgers -1.5, and Captain Chalk himself is stepping up to join us. So I'm sure he's got a piece of the Dodgers tonight as well. George never forgets that there's baseball games going on. What's up, Kurtz? Are you on the Dodgers?
Is he there?
I thought Kurtz. I thought Kurtz was ready to step up and in. All right. I assume he's on the Dodgers. And Scott, it's funny. The way the night's going, I looked at the Dodgers score. I'm like, come on, man. How is it still 0-0? I'm like, oh, they're in the first inning still. They started later. I don't know. It seems like it should be further along, doesn't it?
It's after 10 Eastern time.
It's 10. And the Rockies haven't done anything, so I don't know what's taking so long, for this inning.
Yeah,
I don't know. They must have started a couple of minutes later than normal. And there's no one. There's no one on either. There's 2 out right now. The Dodgers guys are up to -500 right now, Scott.
Wow. They were -360 this afternoon, Gabe, when they didn't know who was starting. That's why I couldn't put them in the black clouds. They're
no-name pitcher, still -360.
No-name pitcher. Yeah, I mean, wow. I know the Rockies.
And it ends up being 380 with Glass now. But look at the difference. 2 outs, and it goes from 380 to 500. That's wild. 550 now. So they got out of the inning. I see 550. Bet365's 550. Let me see what FanDuel is. 550.
500. Even on the run line, it's 2.5 runs at basically pick a -114. Forget about the 1.5. You're going to have to lay 2.5 runs if you want to make an even bet or a pick 'em bet.
Now, what's going on in the football game here?
And a little delay here.
Yeah, what's going on here? Is it who called? There shouldn't have been a timeout. Are they reviewing? I guess they could be Hawkinson sort of caught it. The Bears picked it up, but the ref was adamant that the play was dead, right? And so
2-yard pass.
So they're reviewing whether it's a catch or he caught it or not. All right, and it's taken this long. I guess the network wants it, Scott. This game's going pretty quickly, right? So they all right. Let's go. Review.
It's only first down. Don't worry about review. It's only a 2-yard pass at first down. Don't worry about it. Review. We got to get some commercials in.
We've taken 3-4 minutes for this review of this stupid play. Really, guys?
And a stupid 2-yard pass play at their own 25-yard line. I guarantee that stuff happens, Gabe. I know it happens in the NBA. When they tell those coaches, hey, do me a favor, we got to call timeout. We're -1 timeout here.
I saw a video once, and there was audio of it, and the refs went up to Jeff Fisher, and there was 5 minutes left in the game, and it was the Titans and the Jags, and the Titans were winning. The Titans were blowing the Jags out, and exactly what you said, Scott. The ref came up and he said, "Hey, coach, the league just asked me if you could take a timeout. We've gone quick tonight, and we're backlogged on commercials." And you know what Fisher told them? A bunch of F-bombs. Get out of my effing face. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? He really he sort of. They went to the other side in Del Rio, and Del Rio called a timeout.
That's funny.
Some guys will play along, some guys won't, right?
Yeah. I had a guy on a podcast. We always bring up. We always wonder, Gabe, if the people that are reviewing get more commercial or more replays than what we're seeing on TV, right? And how does that all work? And I had a guy who's in one of the rooms, and he said, absolutely they do, and absolutely they talk to whether it's Priera or whoever's doing the TV officiating. They talk to all those guys, and they so anything you kind of think happens really does happen.
I had the head of the NFL school, the referee school on. He's a longtime ref, so he trains the refs type of deal. And I asked him, I said, what happens if you are a referee? Really? You know what I mean? They didn't pick this up? I thought they got the first down here. Unbelievable. The Vikings just punted again. But I asked the ref, I said, what happens if you see on the field that you know he caught it, but the league, they tell you that it's incomplete, but or whatnot. I said, can you override them? And he said, you can, but you won't last long. Like, you won't get assignments. Like, and that was the head of the guy. Like, he was point blank honest, Scott. He said, no, like, the ref. So imagine, Scott, you're a referee and you're on the field. You really don't have the final say on a controversial play. Like, the league's going to tell you what the call is.
Right. That's amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't realize, or maybe do realize, or speculate. Yeah, I bet this happens, and it's like, yeah, it's true. I've always said before instant replay game that when all these officials a lot of times get together, whether it's football, and I said specifically baseball, right? They all get together and they all have buzzers in their pockets, and there would be someone watching on TV, and they would designate one guy. You're going to be the main guy. And you're going to make a call. It's going to be controversial. And I know as soon as you guys get together, I'm going to buzz you on your right leg, on that beeper, if it's the right call. And I'll buzz you on the left leg if it's the wrong call. Because they would always go into these little huddles and always come back and somehow or another remarkably make the right call, right? I swear that stuff happened. And why not? They get a break from the official that's watching on TV at home. So, in-game live.
Want to play roulette? Here's a tip. European roulette has a lower house edge than American style. The lower the house edge, the better shot you have at winning. Most online casinos offer European roulette. So, if I were you, I'd get spinning. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
Like it or not, 18-year-olds dropped with a whole heck of a lot of money in there. Boy, I tell you, it changes people, Donnie, and it's a new reality that we better get used to in college football, because look at the kid from UCLA, former Tennessee quarterback, making millions of dollars. You really think he cares? They got absolutely embarrassed and trounced.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
The Dallas Cowboys losing that pass rush, losing another big impact player on the defensive side, all this does is make me like Dak Prescott more and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens more, because what we talked about all offseason, right, Matt? Which is, hey, when Dak is healthy, he is a top 5 fantasy quarterback, and the defense we think is okay, but we think they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. Now I definitely think there's going to be a lot more shootouts.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
So game one, I already made a mistake. I put my touchdown prop bets in hours ago. When you and I started talking before kickoff, I got so excited and I bet him again without even thinking that I already did it.
I
was like, Jalen Hurts. I was like, and then I was like, wait, I think I already did this. And I scrolled down. I was like, yeah, you already did do this. And I was like, oh, it's okay. That's okay.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Oh, yeah. We put the kiss of death on this one in the first half, saying this one was going to end early. And now we got a player who's on his knees. Clearly, he's not that hurt, right? And they're taking 5 minutes. I'm looking at them. No one even freaking hit him. He came up lame, and he's on the –
he pulled something.
On the sidelines. He's like, just move 1 foot, get off the field, and we'll continue play. It's not like he's got to cross all the way across the field to go to his own sideline. He's right there.
And it took like 3 minutes, Scott. Like everyone came over and stood over him. I'm like, what's going on? Like, just let's go. This game has lost its flow right now. The Bears, this is choppy. Caleb's not really doing much. He just scrambled for a big play here, but it's, this is just ugly on both sides here. Here's a run for Swift, actually. So we finally got a little bit of play. They're in the field goal territory. DeAndre Swift, with his biggest run of the game, picked up 15 yards or so. They're on the 35-yard line. And the way that the Vikings offense is non-existent, one more score. Well, 20-6 is whatever. You're down 14. It's hard pressed to see him score 2 touchdowns here, Scott. But you fall behind 24 to 6, and this is lights out. The game is over, right? So this is paramount for the Vikings here.
Yeah, you haven't scored a touchdown yet, so to think you're going to score 2 in one quarter basically is really kind of asking for a lot. So, Caleb made a nice little scramble there. If that was, dare I say it, if that was Lamar Jackson, Chris Collinsworth would have been, all over himself last night. Oh, my greatest quarterback in the history of mankind. Nobody could get out of a scramble like that. Oh, my goodness, every other quarter. He's over the top. I couldn't take him last night, but nice scramble.
He's got 45 yards now, Caleb. Scott, if we added up both quarterback passing yards, we wouldn't have won one of the props combined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Caleb was 216 and a half. He's got 135. High.
Yeah. It wasn't like we needed 300 yards either. I mean, we barely needed 200 yards, but we still wouldn't have it.
This has to be almost a modern record, for least passing yards in an NFL game. There's... they're 135 and 56. So we got 191 passing yards combined in this game. In a modern NFL game, 191 yards combined between both teams.
Yeah. And at least in the case of Minnesota, it's not like they're running the ball for a whole heck of a lot. And realistically for Chicago either, if you take Caleb Williams out of the equation, they run for 62 yards. So it's not even like you could say, well, yeah, but they're running for 200 yards, Scott. No, they're not.
No, this is brutal. The Bears, I know the Bear fans are happy in the stadium and you're winning. It's Monday Night Football and, hey, it's all good. First game of the year, but it's pretty ugly from the Bears' perspective as well. They moved down the field once. They scored a touchdown once. They got a pick 6, and it's just been a lot of dink and dunk and nothingness. Although, I was going to say, here's a play, but here's a flag again. Every time there's a play in this game, there's a flag as well, Scott. It's just let's call it off what it is. It's been a bad game.
10 punts. Bears have 4, Vikings 6. 17-6. And yet, it's still, I don't know why, but I'm going to be stubborn and still say somehow or another we're going to get to that. Not the original over. But I still think they're still giving us 35.5 now. So they're still counting at 2 more touchdowns. We're at 23 points, right? 10 points not going to get it. They need 2 more scores. They won't get off the fact that they think there's going to be points in this game,
So for us to get Minnesota, I don't know where it's coming from. I'm almost ready to give up. But 13 penalties in the game. The Bears, 8 penalties. The Vikings, 5. Like I said, this is far from a work of art, this football game.
Oof.
And Caleb sails one on 1st and 20 over the head. Like I said, this is just ugly stuff. This is so bad. I'm going to check in. Are the Dodgers winning 4-0 yet?
That would be nice.
No.
I don't think
they didn't get anything in the first.
Oh, really? Against this Dollar dude?
Wow. No, 0-0. And it fell from 550 to 390. It's down to 390 now.
Yeah.
The Red Sox are up 2-0. Did you like the Sox tonight? They're up 2-0 on the Athletics now.
Yeah, Crochet was pitching today. He got lit up his last outing. So it was kind of one of those moment of truth. You either bounce back, because that happens to anybody, but if you have another bad one, then it's like, uh-oh, something's wrong. So I figured he would have a bounce back against the A's. They've actually beaten the A's quite a bit. They never used to in Oakland. They've been beating them in Sacramento. So, yeah, they're minus 480 now. And they got 2 runners on top of the second inning.
You got to see this play now. It's almost symbolic of this game. Caleb Williams running around, falls down, throws the ball away. Is that intentional grounding?
How did that pass not get?
I think it is.
Yeah.
That's got to be intentional grounding.
Yeah, I would think.
It is.
Want to play roulette? Here's a tip. European roulette has a lower house edge than American style. The lower the house edge, the better shot you have at winning. Most online casinos offer European roulette. So, if I were you, I'd get spinning. Now, go get lucky. See you in Lost Pages. Let's get lucky.
Like it or not, 18-year-olds dropped with a whole heck of a lot of money in there. Boy, I tell you, it changes people, Donnie, and it's a new reality that we better get used to in college football, because look at the kid from UCLA, former Tennessee quarterback, making millions of dollars. You really think he cares? They got absolutely embarrassed and trounced.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
The Dallas Cowboys losing that pass rush, losing another big impact player on the defensive side, all this does is make me like Dak Prescott more and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens more, because what we talked about all offseason, right, Matt, which is, hey, when Dak is healthy, he is a top 5 fantasy quarterback, and the defense we think is okay, but we think they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. Now I definitely think there's going to be a lot more shootouts.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
So game one, I already made a mistake. I put my touchdown prop bets in hours ago. When you and I started talking before kickoff, I got so excited and I bet him again without even thinking that I already did it.
I
was like, Jalen Hurts. And then I was like, wait, I think I already did this. And I scrolled down. I was like, yeah, you already did do this. And I was like, oh, it's okay. That's okay.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live, Game Day here on the grid. So we are through 3. Texas, by the way, just beat Milwaukee 5-0. That is over. So we're through 3 quarters, and the Bears have the football, but it's 4th down at the Minnesota 32-yard line. So you're looking at a 50-yarder, which I'm assuming they would go since it's 4th and 18. They lead the Vikes 17-6. That would still keep them within 2 scores, 20-6. So certainly the game's nowhere close to being over if you think that Minnesota can finally put some points on the board outside of a couple of field goals. Line now is 10.5, which is interesting because if they kick the field goal, they're going to be up 14. Takes the field goal.
I got a movement here, Scott.
Chicago. Go ahead.
33. We were just wondering about the total. We're like, man, that seems high. They just moved it to 33.5. That's different than the, 32.5 right now. Well, is he going to miss the kick? They're probably ahead of us. He must have. This is where you got to think of like the, did he 50-yard field goal? I told you earlier, Santos isn't great.
Because they lowered it to 7.5.
They missed the kick. So, all right. This is, Scott, absolutely, positively, final stand here, Scott. like this is it. I'm going to say, if you're Minnesota, dude, Chicago are letting you in this game. Like, seriously. Despite everything that's happened, there's a potential heroic way out of this if you're Minnesota. You know what I mean? They just missed the field goal. You're getting the ball at midfield pretty much right now. 50 yards. They just missed a 50-yarder. Like, you got great field position right now. Score a touchdown. Get the sidelines and the team engaged in this thing. So they have the ball in their own 40 right now.
Problem is, it's not really a problem, but they probably would kick a field goal since they need a field goal, down 11, right?
Yes.
So field goal is still in play. They're offering you 7.5.
It's 32.5 now.
Yeah. Even
so
that,
26.
23. Yeah, they're still thinking 10 points.
No, we're at 20. So 10 points at 30, 10 points. 14-40. I know. Am I going to get suckered in here by pulling the trigger here?
We got to get 10 points. I think we'll get a field goal out of Minnesota this drive. Will we get another touchdown after that? 17-9.
Can Minnesota get a touchdown and make this a game? Like, come on, Minnesota. Get a touchdown.
Yeah.
All right, they're running the ball. And, all right, we got a big play, Minnesota. They ran the ball for a big play. Like, they're not playing around with JJ anymore. They're like, all right, we're running the ball, even though we're down 11.
You had your shot, kids.
It's like, we're running the ball. Yeah, we're running the ball. But they just popped like a 25, 30-yard run. So they're on like the 20. They're on the 30-yard line now, I think, close to the 30. Let's see, they're about the 30. 34, I was being optimistic.
I said that with
they're on the 34.
I said that with Caleb. Right? Just at this point, you play 3 quarters. You tried to do it the right way. And it hasn't worked out really for either quarterback. Now I just run a college offense. Quarterback draw left, quarterback draw right. Let them roll them out. Just pretend you're playing Topeka High and just, utilize these guys. They
well, if I was you, right.
Run. Right?
I think you and I should be coaches because you and I would be coaches. You see, what did I say? And I even said it to you, I'm sure the break around the air. I said, man, if I'm Chicago, it's 17-6, I just run the ball the way Minnesota's playing. Why wouldn't you just give it to DeAndre Swift every play if you were the Bears?
Right.
Seriously. Little out, Swift, little out, Swift. Swift's a good back. And don't look now, but JJ just completed a deep pass to Justin Jefferson, of all people. Whoa. First down on the 18-yard line. All right, JJ, let's go. Punch this in. Let's see if we can have some fun here.
It's up to 73. Nice. What is our boy?
That's such a low number. The way he sees up to 73.
Jefferson's got 2 for 21 now. So that's a 73.
I bet Jefferson over 35 and a half. So, God.
Wow. I'll tell you what, if anybody bet I don't know what his numbers were, J.J. McCarthy, rather, for season, passing yards. I'm not big on ripping up tickets early, but,
Well, you just got like a plus 250 out of it or something. You know what I mean? Or it's like 250 yards, off it one game, but. All right, JJ's throwing the ball again. Let's see what happens here. Ball gets batted down. It's on 2nd and 5. Damn. You know what? I would have almost ran the ball here again. You've had success with this. It was 2nd and 5. The ground game was really working there. Now you're kind of in you could run here on 3rd and 5.
I did just see all the change, by the way, on Jefferson's neck. And the earrings and everything.
I told you, it's a lot. Huh? You guys got a couple of million on it.
He's got 2 of them. Yeah, thick ones. I mean, he's not worried about somebody grabbing that or
if you're a player, you just reach in and rip it.
Yeah. I mean, when he stands at the mirror getting dressed and makes the decision.
Oh, all right. We got a win. We got a winner here finally. JJ McCarthy just throws his first touchdown pass, and it was a nice one. Justin Jefferson.
Wow.
Justin Jefferson. Plus 130. And I think I just hit the over 35 and a half passing yards, receiving yards for him, too, on that. Where that's close. Damn, the ball was on at 12. What's he at now?
34.
Of course. Okay, he'll get another ball. And for the record, Scott, you and I, we're still stuck. DJ Moore still at 57, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to bring up. We got 57 on one side and 57 and a half.
You couldn't fall forward. You couldn't fall forward just one. All right, they're going for 2 to make it 17-14. I had a good call. All right. I don't like the fact that they're throwing the ball here.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to go for 2.
Why would you do this?
I don't know why people throw the ball, especially if it's a drop back pass. I'll tell you, it's the one rule I like, Gabe. You can never change it because the stadiums are set right now. But it's one of the rules I like about the CFL. Your end zone is 15 yards or 20 yards even?
20 yards.
20 yards. I don't know if it should be 20, but the end zone should be 15 yards. Yeah, 20 is a little big.
It is fun, Scott, because it's cool. You make good plays. You can throw, you're on the goal line, you can throw it back to the end zone type thing. You use the space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You should not reward the defense for the defense being lousy and
that's
allow
a good
them
point.
to move down the field.
Because the casual fan, to explain, to a casual, if you just don't realize this, guys, you figure, it's 1st and goal from the 8. It's freaking hard. It's the hard, there's no space. It's very difficult. That's why I look at the pass, Scott. That's why I like him. That was a big league throw that he did. Through traffic, not tight spot, right in, low, you know what I mean? Right to Jefferson. The kid can ball. He just got to sort of, it's his first game in the league, man. So there was a pass interference penalty on the Bears, so they're going for it again.
Ooh.
Half the distance to the goal, and they throw it again.
Why?
Dear
why
God.
are you throwing the ball?
And they get tackled short. They get tackled short of the unbelievable.
Wow.
They get tackled short.
Sacks.
And for me, Scott, they get that at 17-14. I got over 15 and a half. I just need another field goal from them for my
yeah.
Now the field goal does me no good.
Yeah, no, I got to kick a field goal now, down 5.
Bro, you had the reprieve. It was half the distance to the goal from the 2, Scott. Just run the ball.
I don't get these coaches with these 2-point conversions. I don't understand why it's got to be that difficult. And I don't get, like, I'm going to see the play now. Did he do it a straight drop back or did he at least roll out? No, he straight drop back the pass. It's very difficult dropping back the pass because your periphery vision is not like you got 50 yards down the field. You only have the 10. So it really is look one way or the other way.
I thought that the Viking, I don't think it was hard. So I thought the Viking, the other tight end could have done better. Wasn't much of you're a big dude, bro. Like, you got taken down pretty easily. Right? Like,
make a play.
But still, like you said, you're on the 1 yard line and he didn't even throw it like into the end zone. It was like a sideways. Yeah. He dropped back so far. Hate that play call. Unbelievable. Oh, like how teams screw up these twos. All that we saw with Buffalo last night, numerous times, Scott. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Jets against Pittsburgh. They lost the game because of that. It's amazing.
Like, you got Josh Allen and you're throwing the ball from the 2 yard line.
Yeah. 5 more coming up.
Want to play roulette? Here's a tip. European roulette has a lower house edge than American style. The lower the house edge, the better shot you have at winning. Most online casinos offer European roulette. So, if I were you, I'd get spinning. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
Like it or not, 18-year-olds dropped with a whole heck of a lot of money in there. Boy, I tell you, it changes people, Donnie, and it's a new reality that we better get used to in college football because look at the kid from UCLA, former Tennessee quarterback, making millions of dollars. You really think he cares? They got absolutely embarrassed and trounced.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
The Dallas Cowboys losing that pass rush, losing another big impact player on the defensive side, all this does is make me like Dak Prescott more and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens more because what we talked about all offseason, right, Matt? Which is, hey, when Dak is healthy, he is a top 5 fantasy quarterback, and the defense we think is okay, but we think they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. Now I definitely think there's going to be a lot more shootouts.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
So game 1, I already made a mistake. I put my touchdown prop bets in hours ago. When you and I started talking before kickoff, I got so excited and I bet him again without even thinking that I already did it.
I
was like, yeah, Jalen Hurts. I was like, and then I was like, wait, I think I already did this. And I scrolled down. I was like, yeah, you already did do this. And I was like, that's okay. That's okay.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Scott and Gabe. We got fourth quarter action, about 12 minutes left. Bears get the ball. Vikings just scored a touchdown. They go for 2, which made sense, but they didn't get it, so they're down 5. And
we got a sack. Hargrave. That was one of your guys. You had Hargrave.
That's one of my guys. There you go.
Hargrave.
All right, 1 down, 3 to go. Don't forget overtime sacks. Not that we'd probably go to overtime, but overtime sacks. Yeah, all right.
I like your positivity.
Exactly. Greenard, Sweat, and Garrett here. So, all right. So Bears lead it. It's locked right now with 12 minutes
I'm calling
left.
it now. Vikings win this game, just for the record. I'm calling it now. The Vikings win this game.
It's setting up that way, right? It's rare when a game goes one way the entire game. It really is
McCarthy's
rare.
going to end the hero here somehow. This is going to be like the tide is going to turn. I tell you what, they set them up. They got a 3rd and 19 already right now. They're going backwards.
Wow. Another sack. Well, I'm seeing the Hargrave sack. Never mind. So, let's see what our good buddy George Kurtz has tonight. Chalk high, although there's really no chalk in this game. Slight favorite. So, George, what's going on, my friend? SportsGrid Radio TV host. You see it here all the time on the grid. Bears up 5. Who did you have in this one, and who do you like right now?
Yeah, Gabe knows who I have. We talked about it last night there. I don't think any of my props have come in here as far as touchdowns yet, so we're still rooting for that. All right. That's the first.
No Jefferson?
I always remember the negative. Always remember the – no, I told you I had the tight ends, man. I took both tight ends. I did not take JJ, and I'm disappointed in that. I'm on the under. Now I'm going to sweat this out as well here that Minnesota's woken up late here. And I am on Chicago, so I look
Just
good
for
on
the record, guys.
I think it's bad.
If you were Chicago, you could not have had a worse drive. Like the Vikings are fired up right now. All it took, Jefferson's all Scott. You gotta love these diva wide receivers. Jefferson's all smiles on the sideline suddenly.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, he's walking around. He's talking to everyone. He's good. But the defense, they ain't effing around. Like they're hitting hard. And dude, that was like one of the fastest 3-and-outs ever. Vikings have the ball right now. They just returned it to the Bears' 49-yard line. Their bench is jumping up and down. The Vikings are fired up suddenly right now.
George, would you? It's interesting. They lowered the line to 2.5. So the question is, would the Vikings kick a field goal?
37.5 is the total now.
Yeah.
Would they settle for a field goal? How much time you got left in this game now? I didn't see when it went off.
10.5.
It's 10:41.
Yeah, I think if they had a 2-3 minute drive and to get a field goal means they probably didn't go very far, right? So yeah, I think they would settle for a field goal. I do. I don't think they necessarily they're not going 4 down territory yet. Listen, if it's 4th and 1, that's a little different story. Ask Harbaugh last night.
Yeah. They have a better chance of kicking 2 field goals than they probably do scoring 1 touchdown, believe it or not. Even though they did score last one.
I don't know. I think they're gonna. We'll see. Well, that last drive, JJ sort of got some confidence going. He was throwing some bullets along the way. I think he can do it again. He's got a half a field to work with here only.
Yeah. Like any props now, George?
I don't know if I'm going to go back in. This is not the Buffalo-Baltimore game last night. We were having fun with that, right? It was a high-scoring game, and I'm an over-prop guy. I'm not going to bet under props. I'm an over-prop guy, so this is not that kind of game, right? McCarthy looks like he's taking a little while to get going here, which is what you expect out of a – I guess he's not a rookie quarterback for a first-time starter, right? You expect him to take a little bit. It's a hostile atmosphere, division game, road, Monday night, week 1. I mean, this is going to be a rough spot no matter what. So I do think he's playing better from what we saw earlier on here, but not enough where I'm betting anything. And I'm worried that Chicago might get conservative. So I wouldn't take anything with them. I think they're going to hope their defense can hold us out here. They do hold them to a field goal, and it's 17-15, and they don't have to worry about their offense will just chew the clock up, and that's it. Game's over.
So hypothetically, just thinking ahead, if the Vikings scored a touchdown, they'd have to go for 2 again.
Yes.
What's the point of being up 18-17, right? 19-17, excuse me, right? You would make it, they would try to make it 20-17. So, this game is still some racetrack left here. It's the one thing, Scott and George, about the NFL, right? A lot of times it's anticlimactic and it's not good, but they often do save the best for last. Right. And then you walk out of the movie theater going, wow, that was a crazy ending, huh? Right? It's like, the first 2 hours sucked, but it was a crazy ending. The NFL often has that. And I almost get this feeling that and you can see the look in Bear fans' faces. This is the Bears, guys. We're not talking about the Chiefs or the Eagles here, right? The Bears are more than capable of blowing this.
Yeah. I tell you what I like now. They got Caleb Williams. He's got 45 yards rushing. They're giving you 46.5. I got a feeling the Vikings score here.
I'll take that.
Right? Vikings
he takes
score
off
here,
again, right?
Put the Bears into offensive mode and just say, Caleb, again, call some quarterback
Just
draws.
for the record, we are 0-1 with this prop this year. Me and Wetzel with the Herbert. Remember? It was the same thing.
Yeah.
And we needed Herbert. The same.
We got him the last play of the game, remember?
Oh, that's right. Oh, when he did the scramble, the big run. You're right. We got it. You're right. So we're 1-0 with this. So I'm with you. Let's go. 1-0. Yeah.
What do you think, George? You like that
one?
one?
JJ going deep. Oh.
Yeah, that looked like it could have been caught. I mean, look like he went through his hands. It looks like the Chicago defensive back is hurt. By the way, he's grabbing his knee. Never a good sign here. But that looked like JJ could have caught that. They're just showing the replay now. Could he have caught it? Should he have caught it? And
I don't mind
well, he
that.
could have caught that. That went right through his hands. That went right through his hands. You got to catch that ball.
Let's see. Yeah, that's
Right
not on
there.
McCarthy. That was a perfect pass, Kurtz. It's right there.
He's got to catch that. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the CD Lamb drops on Thursday, but that's got to be caught. You got to help out your quarterback there. That's got to be grabbed. That's a huge play right there.
Yeah, that's a good
I
little
did
play.
tweet
though,
earlier
2nd and
today.
1. You throw a bomb.
JJ
like
does.
that.
I liked it, Scott. I like the play call, aggressive, exactly. But I tweeted earlier today. I know JJ well. I said one thing he'll do. He throws the ball high, right? Like he throws it hard, but he throws a little high. But it's pretty good. I know he got the pick 6 earlier, but he doesn't get intercepted much because he does throw it kind of over everybody. Yeah, you're Justin Jefferson. You got to catch that ball. I mean, let's just be real, especially in this. You know, you can still make a play in this game, but I'm just saying JJ is going to get criticized, but that's a catchable ball. Remember, Kurtz, JJ Jefferson dropped one near the end zone earlier in the game or in the end zone.
Yeah, these top receivers having trouble on these primetime games, the weekday primetime games, right? Between CD Lamb and now JJ. He throws a hard ball. He's got a better arm than I thought, Gabe. He's actually got a rocket for an arm there.
Yeah, he does throw fastballs. I told people this. He's got a cannon.
What do you make, George, of all the unders yesterday? Oh, we got things we're
I think it's the preseason week 4.
We'll hit this under, son.
Yeah, we'll talk to George. We got his answer on the other side.
Want to play roulette? Here's a tip. European roulette has a lower house edge than American style. The lower the house edge, the better shot you have at winning. Most online casinos offer European roulette. So, if I were you, I'd get spinning. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
Like it or not, 18-year-olds dropped with a whole heck of a lot of money in there. Boy, I tell you, it changes people, Donnie, and it's a new reality that we better get used to in college football because look at the kid from UCLA, former Tennessee quarterback, making millions of dollars. You really think he cares? They got absolutely embarrassed and trounced.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
The Dallas Cowboys losing that pass rush, losing another big impact player on the defensive side, all this does is make me like Dak Prescott more and CD Lamb and George Pickens more because what we talked about all offseason, right, Matt? Which is, hey, when Dak is healthy, he is a top 5 fantasy quarterback, and the defense we think is okay, but we think they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. Now I definitely think there's going to be a lot more shootouts.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
So game 1, I already made a mistake. I put my touchdown prop bets in hours ago. When you and I started talking before kickoff, I got so excited and I bet him again without even thinking that I already did it.
Oh,
I was like, Jalen Hurts. And then I was like, wait, I think I already did this. And I scrolled down. I was like, yeah, you already did do this. And I was like, oh, it's okay. That's okay.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Another fantastic finish being set up here. Fourth quarter. Scott and Gabe talk with our good buddy George Kurtz here. I see a field goal for the Viking. No, a touchdown for the Vikings.
Touchdown. And you know what? All the criticism.
JJ.
Guess who just won his bet for J.J. McCarthy over 1.5 touchdown passes? Me.
Wow.
After all that, he goes over, Wetzel. 2 touchdown passes in the second half.
Wow.
And what a pass. I'm telling you, this kid can ball, guys. He can ball.
Wow. 27 yards to Aaron Jones. So,
all right, they're going for
Vikings now
2.
Lead
You got a
18-17.
game.
Now they got to go for 2, right? Here you go. Moment of truth. Everything's in play. The 36 and a half.
He
kept on
throws
saying,
it and they get
got
it. He's in a
They got
zone. I had him
Wow.
feeling. JJ McCarthy had him feeling for the 2. Oh, you should, guys, look at this. Look at JJ look at the players running up to JJ right now. The offensive lineman, that's his moment.
Wow.
The linemen are all smacking him in the head like, this is fun to see.
George, we may get the over. Not only did we get the over game of 36 and a half, but George, we were talking about that the whole way. They were suckering you into betting the under.
My over
We might
15
get
and a
the
half
over
hit
43
too.
and a half.
Over
Right?
15 and a half team total hit. Minnesota Vikings. I hope you grab that, Wetzel.
Right.
Kurtz, are you on the under here? You don't seem too happy right now.
Yeah, you don't seem to be
No,
happy.
I'm on the under. All right, this is I gotta start coming on these shows, man. I can't put any more unders coming on in game live on Sunday and Monday nights. I come on, all of a sudden points are scored. No one can play defense anymore.
You had a good luck charm, right? Hey, you were on last night for the comeback. It's true. I like it. Hey, Kurtz, let's go.
Last night, you and I have done what? I don't know, hundreds of shows here. Last night had to be one of the wild. It was one of the happiest. You and I have done sad shows together where we've lost everything. You know, that hockey game always reminds me that Dallas and Calgary or Calgary and whatever back in the day. Last night was like everything cashed. Anything you were betting cashed. Tonight's not looking like it's going to be anywhere near that.
I didn't realize it till after, Kurtz, because I had the euphoria of it. You're right. We went 7-0 in game last night, Scott.
Wild.
Wow.
It was one of those, because, I bet big on the Bills. I'm a Bills fan. I had bet on the Bills, and they're getting killed. So I kept betting the over. I was like, over 55.5, over 60.5, over 64.5, over 60 to 66.5. Kurtz comes on. We bet over 75.5 at plus money.
Wow.
And we hit them all. And then the Bills ended up winning. Because I'll be honest, Scott, I was chasing losses. I was just like, oh, God. Dude, you saw the game. Derrick Henry's running the ball down our throat, right? I'm like, man, we're in trouble here. And it ends up winning. But, hey, that's the beautiful thing about props, guys. It ain't over till it's over. Like, I like Wetzel, what he said earlier about the sacks. He said, I can go to overtime. Let's get some more sacks. I'm like, until the game's over, man, you can, Justin Jefferson didn't do anything all game. Touchdown score props. J.J. McCarthy just went over 1.5 touchdowns at plus 125, right? Keep the faith, like Josh Allen said after to the fans that left the game. They said, what do you think of the fans leaving? He said, have a little faith next time.
Yeah.
Have a little faith next time.
Let's go. Mafia being so great, right?
I know.
All right, so how about Caleb Williams now, right? So JJ steps up to the plate, George. He gets the job done. Now Caleb Williams' turn. Now his team is actually trailing. 147 yards passing right now. They're giving you 202.5. Is he going to get the job done?
I like his rushing much more than 55 yards. They only got to go 65 yards for a touchdown. They have plenty of time here. They don't have to throw the ball. So I think you're going to need them to get the ball back to get that number, which they might get the ball back, or you're going to need overtime, which once again, your overtime now is in play. A field goal is certainly in play at a tie this game. I don't think this game's ending 2017, though. I think if Chicago scores again, all of a sudden no one can stop anybody again. Oh, right? Defense is great for 3 quarters. Now no one can stop anybody. So I don't think, as I said, I don't think this game's ending 2017. I think it's going to be more than one score.
Yeah. They bumped it up to 50.5, bastards. So if you didn't get it at 46.5,
I'm not afraid of that either. It's one run. It's one run. He's going to get chased out of the pocket. He's been good. He's been fast. He's been elusive here. I got to think sooner or later he's running.
Yeah. That's what
J.J. McCarthy up to 113 passing yards, Scott and George. For those of you that jumped in, we jumped in at that 138, 140 range. So J.J.'s up to 113 right now. And you guys talking about Caleb running. Wow, he just tried, but he couldn't get it. He couldn't get anything.
They had him covered.
Guys, the Viking defense the Vikings defense is really, really confusing the Bears right now. Yeah. Like they are. Like they're not just stopping them. Like they went backwards on the last drive, and that was a big time play. 2nd and 14 coming up here right now.
This will be a bad. If the Bears lose this to a quarterback making his NFL debut and all the hype and everything, boy, that would be a bad.
Who completed 2 passes in the first half or something?
Yeah. Doing a great job, man. We'll do it again soon.
Anytime.
Want to play roulette? Here's a tip. European roulette has a lower house edge than American style. The lower the house edge, the better shot you have at winning. Most online casinos offer European roulette. So, if I were you, I'd get spinning. Now, go get lucky. See you in Lost Pages. Let's get lucky.
Like it or not, 18-year-olds dropped with a whole heck of a lot of money in there. Boy, I tell you, it changes people, Donnie, and it's a new reality that we better get used to in college football, because look at the kid from UCLA, former Tennessee quarterback, making millions of dollars. You really think he cares? They got absolutely embarrassed and trounced.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
The Dallas Cowboys losing that pass rush, losing another big impact player on the defensive side, all this does is make me like Dak Prescott more and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens more, because what we talked about all offseason, right, Matt? Which is, hey, when Dak is healthy, he is a top 5 fantasy quarterback, and the defense we think is okay, but we think they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. Now I definitely think there's going to be a lot more shootouts.
Fantasy sports today, only on SportsGrid.
So game one, I already made a mistake. I put my touchdown prop bets in hours ago. When you and I started talking before kickoff, I got so excited and I bet him again without even thinking that I already did it.
I
was like, yeah, Jalen Hurts. And I was like, and then I was like, wait, I think I already did this. And I scrolled down. I was like, yeah, you already did do this. And I was like, oh, it's okay. That's okay.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live, Game Day here on the grid. Not quite the same as last night, right? But the last night you thought, okay, Baltimore was going to beat the Buffalo Bills. They're up 15 points, game's over, right? People going home. Not quite the same here in Chicago, but, Chicago dominated as, Baltimore did last night for 3 quarters for Baltimore anyway, but 2.5 for Chicago. And the pendulum has turned, that is for sure. Vikings lead, and now they have the ball. Welcome back in Game Live on a Monday Night Football, Scott and Gabe. So it's 20-17, 7 minutes and change left. Vikes have it at the Bears' 48-yard line after a partially blocked punt. Everything's going backwards for Chicago. And now, as you said again, not only are the Vikings leading, not only are the Vikings favored, they're now favored by 3.5, albeit plus money on FanDuel, when they're only leading by 3, 20-17. How about that? And the over-under's up to 43.5, the original number.
Partially blocked. They made contact on the punt. So it was a shorter punt, and then they popped a big run on first down out to midfield. They just got stopped. They ran the ball again on second down, and they got stopped. So they're at midfield, 2nd and 10. They have the lead, but I don't think they're going to go super. I think they trust JJ to throw the ball from what they've seen him in the last couple of drives here. And touchdown ices the game for the Vikings right now. Field goal doesn't, so we'll see how aggressive they are.
Yeah. Would you take the Bears plus 3.5? If you didn't have a dog in a fight, you got to lay minus 136.
No.
But ultimately, they're kind of saying, they think the Vikings are scoring here, at least a field goal. And I don't think they think the Bears are scoring again.
The Bears are falling apart. You see it. The stadium can feel it. The momentum. We don't have the sound up, obviously, but I'm sure they're just sort of that like, oh boy, here we go again. You can just sort of feel it. And you and I, lesson to the people that tune in tonight. Trust the computer. Remember, we said earlier.
We said it.
It wasn't moving, Scott, right? The 35.5, right. They were stubborn. They were like, no, we're not moving. We're not moving. And here we are at 37 right now.
Yeah, it's amazing. We said it. I mean, we kept on, I'm telling you that line was written all over. They would not go lower than 35.5, 36.5.
There's so many different ways of winning, and there's so many different skills to this stuff. But you know as well as I do, Scott, there's an art to just knowing the numbers sometimes and understanding. You said it. I know it. You said they're just begging you to bet the under of this game. They were begging you. This game was 7-3 going nowhere. The quarterbacks had 10 yards passing, and they're like 36.5, 35.5. They were not moving. They were like, go ahead, bet it if you want, right? And here we are at 37.
Yeah. On a weekend game in which there was no scoring. So it's not even like they said, well, you know what, there were 50-50 games all, Sunday long. It was nothing. It was low scoring.
No, they didn't even get close.
Sunday. Yeah. So it made no sense to think that this was going to get to at least 37 points, and here we are. And now we're in a position, like I said, even if the Bears can somehow get the ball back and down only 3, you go to overtime tied at 20 and everything falls the right way and you get the over 43.5. Even the original number is still very much in play. So,
and how many?
Go ahead.
How many people had the same take that Zeno did about JJ's terrible? This is brutal. They're not going to score. People were hammering the in-game under.
Yeah.
See, we just heard someone, Vinny, I just got it, and for the record, JJ right now is looking pretty good, isn't he? They're moving the ball. He's rolling out. They just picked up a big first down. They're way in field goal range now. Like they're on the 17 or something now. Question is, do they score the touchdown?
We need, I need 8 more yards. I think you need 6. He's at 133. I got it.
Oh God! I forgot about that one. I forget, but yeah. What about Jefferson and Moore though? I'm stuck. I need a half yard from both of them.
Yeah, exactly. And Moore, that doesn't look too good, but at least Jefferson, I would think, would be able to get a couple more yards at 35.5.
So I said 17. They're on the 25. Sorry, my bad. 26, my bad.
Yeah. I've seen the Jones play now. Kid looks real good. Listen, I know it's the football and you're supposed to be like 100% all the time, but you give the kid a little bit of a break, right? As far as we said at halftime. First half jitters, national TV, NFL debut, in his hometown. That hometown stuff can work against you a lot of times, especially when you're, in this spot. If you're a 3, 4, 5 year vet and you're playing, elsewhere, oh yeah, I'm going back home. That's cool. But, sometimes when, you're making your debut especially, sometimes it's not the best thing to have. So,
here's Jefferson. We got the Jefferson yards. Boom.
Well,
the winners are starting to come in here, guys. So you got to keep the faith. Hey, a little faith. Like I said, Jefferson. How many times are you going to get Justin Jefferson at 35.5 yards? I don't care. It was halftime. He had 4.
Losing. Yeah. In a game that they're losing too, right? I mean, so it's not like they're up
32 yards. And the thing is, a guy like Jefferson, he's very egotistical and not a bad guy, but I'm just saying, like these wide receivers, these star wide receivers, you got to get them the ball to keep them happy. So you knew in the second half, they were like, well, all right, even if JJ goes down, let's go down throwing the ball to Jefferson here. You know what I'm saying? So you knew he was going to get some touches.
I need 2 more yards out of McCarthy. He's at 140. Oh, no. I had 140. Never mind. I think I got it.
So, boom. I had 138.5. What's he at now? After that play, boom, we got it, right? What's he at?
143. I know I saw it at 144 now, but I actually got it at 140. Yeah, he's at 143.
And how about the Bears? Scott, we realize bad coaching, sort of, Ben Johnson. You wasted 2 timeouts. You only have 1 timeout. The Vikings are killing the clock on you right now. Wow. Like they're milking this game. We're down to less than 3 minutes now.
They're too well. I don't know if they can get 2 first downs. Where are they at?
Oh, and JJ McCarthy, you want a night? How about you throw 2 touchdowns and run for a touchdown? JJ McCarthy touchdown.
Wow. The game goes over with this extra point, which I'm assuming they're going to get.
Extra point, with the extra point.
Wow.
Look how fired up he is, the Vikings. Oh, my God. You want to talk about a coming of age, Scott, and a half? This is legendary. 2 touchdowns, and he runs for it now?
NBC executives, because they got Vikings Atlanta.
Oh, now suddenly they're all, you liked it more earlier.
Now they're like, this is great. Who needs that college championship stuff?
And now suddenly that's even funner. J.J. McCarthy versus Michael Penix. He showed a Michigan-Washington highlights. And suddenly McCarthy's a story after this half. This is unbelievable.
Extra point good, 27-17. The game goes over. Wow. How about that?
Unreal, huh? Unreal.
Never in a million years, right? Like, I think Buffalo, and we talked about this in the break, about how they were only down 2 scores, right? So I think Buffalo coming back last night had a better chance of happening than Minnesota putting 27 points on the board tonight. After
as crazy as it sounds, Scott, Other people would be like, no, I agree with you. This is a more improbable comeback. Yet your offense was not working. You're down double digits. You're on the road. They had like 18 yards at the half, guys, this team. You want to talk about you want to talk about a happy team playing, Scott, after this game? Like, they hung together as a team. The defense kept them in it. JJ, the kid, came through. Like, man, like the offensive line, like just the reaction that they had when they ran into the end zone for JJ was unbelievable. Like, you got to love seeing that. I love this about football.
Wow. All right, so
plus I'm a big JJ McCarthy fan.
Yeah, obviously, right? I'll take one last crack at Caleb. 20-7.
Oh, here it is.
They're giving you 9.5 plus 108. They got 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. Field goals in play, right? Because they would kick the field goal. They're down 2 scores. I'll grab the Bears plus 9.5 as one of my final plays. See how it turns out when we come back.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. I want this to be the place that people come to. There is going to be an energy to game time decisions that you will feel night in and night out. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune in to Game Time Decisions weekdays on SportsGrid.
This is the moment every fan waits for. The countdown's over. The road to kickoff has begun.
Play is here to stay.
I'm not going to name names, Kevin.
From win totals to player props, from division races to MVP debates, we've got eyes on every camp and data feeding 24/7, breaking down every angle across the league. Every pick, every edge, every line that matters. SportsGrid. Your road to kickoff starts now.
Did you know sportsbooks tend to draw up tighter bet lines for events that get even more bettors, like championship games or major matchups? My tip? Try betting on less popular sports. You might have a better shot at beating those odds. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
I got to tell you, Caleb Williams is not that good. At least not tonight or last year. He is missing wide open receiver after receiver, overthrowing guys. Man, is he bad. He did hit
if I asked you, Scott,
33.
If I asked you watching between these two, who looks like the number one pick between the two quarterbacks, just sort of the skill set.
Yeah. McCarthy showed a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. Listen, our DJ Moore, I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Like, literally, DJ Moore and Caleb Williams were both just murdered on the same play. There's flags all over the place. So we're not going to hit the DJ Moore prop because DJ Moore is not going to play again today. I don't know, like he's out.
You know what, Gabe? They have him, 50. Yeah, I'm thinking 55 and a half. Wow, he got leveled. You're right. Both of them did, yeah. I'm seeing it now.
It's a clean hit on Moore. They called a flag on it. I don't see what it is. He didn't get hit in the head anywhere.
Defenseless receiver. You got those defenseless receiver. Let me see.
They also hit Caleb Williams in the head, though. So I don't know. I don't know what the flag was. So there was two of them. Let's see. It's 1st and 10 either way. Either way.
Yeah. I mean, they could call that hit on Williams every single play if they want to. It was just a face mask. It wasn't like a helmet.
So it was
guys going in.
No flag, Scott, on the Moore hit. That was a clean hit, but the flag was on the Caleb Williams hit.
Yeah, which I think is pretty weak. But
you took the Bears plus 9.5, so you should like it.
Oh, I do. I'm just saying. But the call was weak, though. It was really not
No,
I think we can hang up the Moore. I think we can rip up that Moore ticket. I don't think he's coming back in the game. After that hit, maybe they score here, get him on the sidelines. But
not going to win them all. But this is wild, isn't it? That the game has gone over, and now there's going to be more points even. And guys, I took it over 45.5 in game when we were starting the show. I had a teaser with the Vikings, and I don't know what happened because I put plays in earlier. I just sort of got discombobulated. Yeah.
I will say this, and I don't want to say nothing, but you know where this head coach came from, right? Detroit. You know who coaches Detroit, right? Dan Campbell. You know who's the most goofiest head coach in the NFL, right? Dan Campbell. What's the point, Scott? The point is that Chicago is so deep now, Gabe, into Minnesota territory, even though they need 2 scores. I'm just
you're saying he might do something.
He may just go for it and say, screw the field goal. I'll get the field goal the next drive. We need a touchdown anyway. Yeah.
I've got it over 45.5. So I want them to kick at least a field goal here with you. I want points. Yeah. And I got to be honest with you, though, Scott. I'm sure you feel the same way. Every time Caleb drops back to pass, I'm worried he's going to get intercepted right now.
Yeah.
I just feel somehow the Bears are going to really blow this on the way out. They've already blown it, but even more so here. But whatever. They got 1st and 10 right now on the 14. Like I said, hopefully they. Oh, here we go. So they didn't. Caleb Williams.
I need a touchdown too. I need a touchdown.
He gets the touchdown.
21. Yeah, nice. Over 21 and a half hits. Cha-ching.
There's let's see. No, my bad. No, my bad, Scott. I didn't want to tease you.
You're killing me.
No. There's he got to the 1 yard line. Listen, he got to the one. Yeah. He got to he got to the pylon, but there's a flag on the play. What's the flag? If it's not who's the flag on? They keep showing I don't know. The flag must not matter because they keep showing the highlight whether he scored or not. He's out of bounds on the half-yard line.
Oh. All right. Just do a quarterback sneak, right? Just don't do anything stupid.
And also, Scott, the total just popped a 51.5. Pretty wild, huh? Yeah. 5+525 to the over.
Wow.
If you want to get bold.
Yeah. 51.5.
Okay, so
that would make it 20. Yeah, they would, unless they went for 2, they would need another score, obviously.
The flag is clearly on the Vikings because they keep otherwise it wouldn't matter, right? They keep showing the highlight over and over here of him, whether he scored or not. So I was close, Scott, when I said he scored. Damn, they're reviewing it. I don't say I got him a pretty good ref. I got a good eye, Wetzel. I don't prejudge things, but he's pretty close. But I think he's just short. He stepped out on the half-yard line.
Ooh, I tell you what, though, he's putting the ball out. His foot is at the half-yard line, but the ball is forward. So when his foot hits, where is the ball? I think he scored. I think the ball is over the pylon or over the white line as his
They're
right
saying
foot
no.
goes out of bounds.
They're saying no.
Really?
They just didn't. Yeah, they're saying no. First and goal. First and goal from the 1.
Foot is down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're right. It's about an inch or so short.
Not even the one, Scott. Look at that. Like, this is where, like, touchdown prop fantasy and just the little things that someone's crying out there about. Like, someone was happy that Williams scored again.
And
It's like, it's literally like this far away from the goal line right now. They're like, all right, just put it right in front. Like,
and I will say this: if they don't score on 3 downs, I bet they would go for it on 4th down. If it's not like for the 6-yard line or something.
Yeah, they have to from there.
Yeah, you have to.
They throw it. So he throws the touchdown. That's weird. So suddenly an Odunze touchdown prop just hit.
Wow. How many touchdown passes and runs do we have today? Is that the no, I got 3.
I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, is that the second for Caleb? I got I'm like, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Where's Caleb yards up to? He's up to 191 right now. We got over 216 and a half. If they can get the ball back, we got a puncher's chance. But they only have one timeout. So basically, guys, they don't get the onside kick. The game's over because they only have one timeout.
Yeah. Now, here we'll find out if, Mr. Johnson there is a knucklehead or not by kicking the ball deep. So if he does, he could theoretically kick the ball deep. There's 2:04 left. Kick it out of bounds so there's no time off the clock. Give the Vikings the ball at your own 35-yard line. Run one play, 1st down. Run 2nd play, call your timeout with 1:50 or so. And then have the Vikings run a 3rd play, don't get the 1st down. You get the ball back down 3 with about 1 minute and change left. You could do that. I bet he does. We'll find out when we come back.
Want to play roulette? Here's a tip. European roulette has a lower house edge than American style. The lower the house edge, the better shot you have at winning. Most online casinos offer European roulette. So, if I were you, I'd get spinning. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
Like it or not, 18-year-olds dropped with a whole heck of a lot of money in there. Boy, I tell you, it changes people, Donnie, and it's a new reality that we better get used to in college football because look at the kid from UCLA, former Tennessee quarterback, making millions of dollars. You really think he cares? They got absolutely embarrassed and trounced.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
The Dallas Cowboys losing that pass rush, losing another big impact player on the defensive side, all this does is make me like Dak Prescott more and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens more because what we talked about all offseason, right, Matt, which is, hey, when Dak is healthy, he is a top 5 fantasy quarterback, and the defense we think is okay, but we think they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. Now I definitely think there's going to be a lot more shootouts.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
So game 1, I already made a mistake. I put my touchdown prop bets in hours ago. When you and I started talking before kickoff, I got so excited and I bet him again without even thinking that I already did it.
I
was like, Jalen Hurts. I was like, and then I was like, wait, I think I already did this. And I scrolled down. I was like, yeah, you already did do this. And I was like, that's okay. That's okay.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Wow, he got outsmarted. He really did. I think the Bears tried to do, Ben Johnson, head coach, just what I outlined there, Gabe. They end up with one timeout, right? 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That's the key. There was 2 seconds left. Remember, you don't use, any time when you use your extra point. So they kicked it deep, and this is what he's going to tell you afterwards, even though he only had one timeout. They kicked it like 8 yards deep into the end zone. And this shows why Kevin O'Connell, head coach of Minnesota, is a really good head coach. He told his returner, make sure you run that out. Why? This way you get it below the 2-minute warning. So he runs it out.
It ate up like 10
Judge
seconds,
Speed.
12 seconds, that return.
Exactly. Now, first down comes after the 2-minute warning. If he kicks it all the way through the end zone, first down comes before the 2-minute warning. And then you do it, as I said, after second down with a minute 55 left, you call timeout. They run their third down.
I like your
and you get the
style,
ball
though,
back.
Scott. You know, I like what you said, like, originally. You read it well. I sort of misinterpreted it. I think even better, bro, just kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
You don't even care about the
care?
yards. Kick it out of bounds. Say, dude, take the ball at the 40. You know what I mean? Whatever, you take it. Add your 15 yards, fine. No time. Suddenly, you're like, you didn't take any time off the clock because you just booted the ball out of bounds. That's what I was thinking you're saying. And you're right. You're bang on, Scott. Another thing is, so you trusted your kicker. You're going to make sure he's got to kick it out of the back of the end zone. And he didn't. And you could tell Buddy on the Vikings was hell-bent on returning it. Like, as soon as he caught it, he was like, I'm gone. Like,
but that's good head coaching. And you know what? I saw a game, and it cost me my survivor pool 2 years ago. John Harbaugh, who's supposed to be the greatest head coach in the history of mankind, right, with the Baltimore Ravens. Same situation, and he didn't tell his punt returner. It was against the Indianapolis Colts 2 years ago. They lost in week number 4, whatever it was. And same exact thing. The guy calls a fair catch, and they have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. They end up losing in overtime because of that. So, and that's coaching. That's just good coaching. So, if I'm the Bears, I do the onside kick. I just do.
Oh, it's criminal that he didn't. It's insane that he didn't. And this is why all the offseason hype and talk about Ben Johnson being this massive genius, Scott, the guy just kicked the ball off with one timeout and 2:02 left in a game. Dude, like, I know you don't want to go for an onside kick. So do you think you have a better chance now? So they just used their last timeout now, so I guess they can get the ball back with like 20 seconds or something left, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or Minnesota will punt with 16 seconds on the clock left or something. I guess that could be a miracle. How about this? The Bears, 3-15 in their last 18 division games.
Wow. 3-15.
It'll be 3-16 after this.
Yeah. Williams is going to throw for more yards than J.J. McCarthy. I'll say that. We hit that prop. 191 to 143. I hit my over 21.5 Bears team points. My SGP is actually I didn't use that SGP. Never mind, my parlays for the SGP. But I hit that one. I hit the more passing yards. The DJ Moore one's going to kill me. Half a freaking yard. And then I missed out on those little two goofy ones. But he's got some explaining to do. This is a tough one. Williams had 34 attempts. He ran for 58 yards. Not good when your quarterback's your leading rusher. You're just not going to win that way in the NFL on a long-term basis. And I don't think they used him as much as they probably should at a certain point because he wasn't, throwing very well.
And you know what's amazing about the props and of this game, about the numbers? I played 4 touchdown score props, and it wasn't looking good earlier, Scott. But they were all plus money, right? Jefferson was plus 130. DeAndre Swift didn't score, but Swift was plus 140. I played Aaron Jones plus 175. And I played Hawkinson plus 210. But Aaron Jones scored the touchdown. And Jefferson scored the touchdown. So I played 4 touchdown props. I hit a plus 130 and a plus 175. It's amazing how, this game went from complete disaster to actually profit when it was all said and done. Who would have thought I would have hit that in-game 45.5, Scott? Dear God, that didn't have a hope in hell.
That was crazy. Listen, if you get one of those goofy laterals, and we've seen this happen, right? Minnesota picks up the ball; they can still win this one 34-24. So you might get some more points, believe it or not. But you said it. They're going to have to punt with about 15 seconds left. Would they take a safety? Now, if you had the Bears, well, no, either way. But if you had the Bears earlier today plus 1.5, you could still lose this thing 27-24. You know what?
I don't think they're taking any safeties.
We'll see when we come back. They might.
Want to play roulette? Here's a tip. European roulette has a lower house edge than American style. Golf courses within a 15, the better shot you have at winning. Most online casinos offer European roulette. So, if I were you, I'd get spinning. Now, go get lucky. See you in Lost Pages. Let's get lucky.
Like it or not, 18-year-olds dropped with a whole lot of money in there. Boy, I tell you, it changes people, Donnie, and it's a new reality that we better get used to in college football, because look at the kid from UCLA, former Tennessee quarterback, making millions of dollars. You really think he cares? They got absolutely embarrassed and trounced.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
The Dallas Cowboys losing that pass rush, losing another big impact player on the defensive side, all this does is make me like Dak Prescott more and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens more, because what we talked about all offseason, right, Matt, which is, hey, when Dak is healthy, he is a top 5 fantasy quarterback, and the defense we think is okay, but we think they're going to be in a lot of shootouts. Now I definitely think there's going to be a lot more shootouts.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
So game one, I already made a mistake. I put my touchdown prop bets in hours ago. When you and I started talking before kickoff, I got so excited and I bet him again without even thinking that I already did it.
Oh,
I was like, Jalen Hurts. And I was like, and then I was like, wait, I think I already did this. And I scrolled down. I was like, yeah, you already did do this. And I was like, oh, it's okay. That's okay.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. So, final seconds. Bears do have the ball. Good news. Bad news is that they're trailing by 3. Worst news is there's only 5 seconds left, and they have the ball at their own 15-yard line because somehow or another they had a legal procedure. They called some penalty. I mean, only the Bears. Vikings aren't even playing any defense, and somehow or another the Bears jumped off sides. So, they didn't take the safety. They could have done that. A couple things could have happened, Gabe. Vikings punting from their own literally 15-yard line. Could have run back and not risked a block punt and taken a safety, but they didn't do that. And the Bears, this is one of my pet peeves. Now, they do have the ball with 5 seconds left, but it's at their own 20-yard line, 15-yard line now. I would have just foregone the punt return and put all 11 men on the line of scrimmage and just say, you know what? What special teams coach prepares to block 11 guys? Nobody. If they get the punt off, you know what? We lose the game. There's 5 seconds left anyway. What's the difference? I'll put all 11 on the line of scrimmage, try and block the punt, and return it for a touchdown. That's what I would have done, but they didn't do that.
I don't have a problem with it. But we got a final. Game over, 27-24. And it's amazing. They just showed a graphic that J.J. McCarthy's the first Viking quarterback since Frank Tarkenton to have 2 touchdown passes in his debut. And amazing that it goes from an all-time disaster. And speaking of which, on the last play of the game, Williams, Scott, gets up to 211, bro.
I know.
So he threw it, and then they started pitching it around, and it got all goofy. So it got to 211. Son of a...
Wow.
We lose DJ Moore at 57. Man, you believe that? 57 and a half. Couldn't get that other half yard, and then he gets hurt late.
So we didn't get the half a yard. I had it this afternoon at 214 and a half for Caleb Williams. He ends up at 211. You're right. Just run like 4 more yards. Listen, it's not because I bet. It isn't. I would have, with 9 seconds left, I would have just done a quick out. Now, you go down the field like 10, 15 yards with 9 seconds, especially since you're at home and the clock guy's going to probably give you the benefit of the doubt. Just get it up to the 30-yard line, and then either do that or do a bomb. Don't forget, they lost the game last year against Washington, right? On a 70-yard bomb from Jalen Daniels. So, but wow, that's a bad loss for the Bears. Dominated the first half. Well, not that they dominated, right? It was more Minnesota played so poorly the first half that you thought the Bears.
But you had a 17-6 lead. You have a double-digit lead at home, season opener, new coach, and you lost. And now you got to go and play the Detroit Lions this week, who are not going to be in a good mood.
Ooh. Wow. The season is spiraling out of control for the Bears this week, number one. And your quarterback. Well, the thing is, like, you talk about, okay, why did Ben Johnson get the job? He's got this reputation, blah, 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 working with Detroit, right? I mean, he was a nobody.
Yeah, we didn't see it tonight.
Yeah, we didn't see it tonight. Your quarterback looked just as bad tonight as he did all of last year, so I don't see any improvement whatsoever. So you got Detroit next week. You got Dallas and then the Raiders the following week. So those are winnable games, but you got to win some of these games. Like, this is a game that you have to win if you really want to be a playoff team. A 50-50 game at home. So, the Vikings walk away with the victory. I'll give you some of the prop numbers for those that played some of these things. We'll start with Minnesota. McCarthy, 13 of 20. So both those completions attempts both went under, 143 yards. That went under. 2 touchdown passes, though. Had 1 interception. Was sacked 3 times. McCarthy runs for 25. Jordan Mason was their leading rusher for 68 yards. Receiving Justin Jefferson 4 for 44 with the 1 touchdown. Not bad. Hawkinson 3 of 15. I lost my fantasy game because I needed a big day out of him. Didn't get it. Thielen, nothing, by the way. So they gave up a lot to get him. Caleb, meanwhile, 21 of 35. His attempt went over. I think it was 20. You know what? I think it was 21 and a half, his completions. So I think that went under by 1 completion as well. 211 passing. Go ahead.
I know we're coming up against it, so I'm going to bring it up here, but we have a no hitter alert again. Another no hitter alert. A little bit early, but this one you would never guess. The Dodgers are losing. Dodgers are losing 1-0, but Glasnow has a no hitter.
That's weird, right? Would they score an error and some sacrifices, stolen base, maybe something like that?
Let me see
Dodgers
what
only have 1 hit through 5.
Yeah, the Dodgers are down to minus 165 right now.
That's not a bad bet. Only down 1-0. Forget about the hits.
They have to tie this game and take the lead eventually. Like, seriously.
Beck walked, stole second, moved to third on a fly out, and scored on a sac fly.
Wow. So Glasnow, that's unbelievable. They're losing 1-0. It's bizarro world, huh, baseball?
Yeah. That is crazy. After the Dodgers nearly no hit, the Orioles on Saturday. Now here we are 2 days later. And they lose that game as crazy as you could lose. You would thought nothing would have beat that loss, right? Imagine this guy actually throwing a no-hitter and losing 1-0.
That's a case where if somebody told you before the game, listen, Tyler Glasnow throws a no-hitter. You want to bet on the Dodgers tonight? We're going to tell you the future.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, thanks. Like somehow, you have a genie in a bottle. Thanks, Glasnow. Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, but we didn't tell you that they lost 1-0.
Yeah. Imagine one of these sites, FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever, said, yeah, he threw a no-hitter. We're going to let you bet the game. Go ahead. You go ahead and bet it. I'm telling you right now, he's throwing a no-hitter, right?
Yeah.
You take all your
unbelievable. He might too, because a lot of the other pitchers, that we've seen, Scott, like flirting with this no-hitter stuff, they haven't been that good. It's been journeyman guys or just sort of whatever dudes. This is against Colorado, and it's Tyler Glasnow. This could happen actually this time.
Yeah, this guy Dollander pitching for Colorado, Gabe. He's 2-12 with an ERA of 6.77. And you can't even say, well, maybe he's turned things around. His last outing, he gave up 6 runs in 5 innings against San Francisco, for goodness sakes.
And he's no-hitting the Dodgers.
And he's no-hitting them.
Or, no, sorry, the Dodgers have 1 hit, we should say. Dodgers have 1 hit. But, yeah, the no-hitter odds, Scott, is plus 600 for Glasnow right now.
How many pitches did you have? Let's see. Oof, 91. Forget it.
Oh, no. They're going to pull him.
Yeah, he's on.
And another thing with Glasnow, he's so important to them. He's also he's injury prone. Yeah.
I mean, 3. If he had maybe 2, certainly 1.
You know what, though, Scott?
Not 3, though.
But the bet isn't Glasnow. It's Colorado total hits. So do we have you know what I mean? It's not him. It's the whole team.
Yeah. You bring in Scott throw a couple of innings, maybe. Dodgers play last night. Trying to remember. I'm sure.
I think the Dodgers are a play though at minus 165. Just for the record, I think they're going to come back and win. They're not going to screw glass now like this. They just went to 225. Thursday nighter, Scott, we got a good one with the Commanders and Packers. Packers are laying 3.5 right now. You have an early lean to that one?
Boy, after watching Green Bay play, right, it's hard not to like them. So I would say Packers. They're great. You know, the head coach is phenomenal against the spread at home, especially. Maybe came a little bit too easy against Detroit, but I lean towards Gabe the Thursday home teams whenever possible. And I don't like laying the hook in there. I'd actually buy it down to 3 and lay an extra juice, but I'll take Green Bay at home. What about you?
I'm still in the air. It's funny because I picked the Packers. I said I think the Packers are going to win the NFC this year, but I'm a little concerned that like the week 1 overreaction, right? That they're just so dominant.
That's
and
what I mean.
You know, Washington, they weren't great against the Giants, but they still won the football game, right? A win's a win. Each week is a different entity in the NFL.
Yeah. So, hey, great job, man. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys made some money tonight with all the ups and downs of the NFL and everything else. And last bet is the Dodgers, so keep your fingers crossed on that. I do think they come back and win. They got 3. Actually, they got 4 bats batting in the bottom of the 6th. So, Gabe and I'll be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let's make some money tomorrow.